Hey guys, this is One Rep Mike with Pacers Gaming, and today I'm here with Big Rain, and we're going to be looking at the best possible inside center that you can create for NBA 2K24. Take us through it, Big Rain.
This is my favorite build I have on this game so far. It literally can do everything besides shoot and do it at a high level. It has maxed out driving dunk for, those contact dunks that you want to get. You catch the slip early as a center, you can do your stick dunk, get a contact dunk on someone dropping out of the corner or something like that. And then for the 96 standing dunk, you get Hoff precision dunker, which is so important for playing center, and getting the Hoff makes your bar like half the bar of a green window. This build also gets free throw on an inside, which is kind of tough to kind of nudge in some free throw on a build that doesn't shoot, because as you can see, it puts up mid-range and 3-point, but it's definitely worth it because I've made builds with 55 and 50 and they just don't go in. The build has Hoff break starter just like the other one. Extremely important for when you get the rebounds and throw out the break starter pass. I guess the Hoff break starter helps with like how they catch the ball on the break and stuff like that. This build has maxed out speed with ball and pretty high ball handle for a center. The reason for that is because let's say your point guard hits you to get the ball up the court, and you catch it up top, and the defense is moving around and stuff like that, and your guy ends up like maybe trying to play the point guard pass back. You can literally just run right past him and go dunk the ball or something like that. It has big driver bronze, and that gives you like semi speed boost animations. I like that having the max speed with ball really gives you like the potential to take the ball and go dunk the ball. And
yeah, I think a 59 speed with ball on a 7-footer, I mean that sounds OP for sure.
So kind of like I said in the other video, you want to play more for contests over blocks because of how OP they are. That's why the interior in the block is 72 and 78. This one actually has a little higher interior because it gives you silver workhorse. You want to go exactly 58 perimeter defense because you get off ball pass bronze, which helps with like guarding your man cutting or slipping, or depending on what you guard on the court, because in competitive obviously centers guard the corner. But this build only has 93 and 90 rebound compared to the other one I made. Unless you're 7'1" or higher, you don't really need 99 rebound because your vertical is so high and you get those crazy high jumps and you just grab it anyways. Very rarely do people just like grab the ball through me or something because I have a 99. As long as you're boxing out and you get that, you jump on time and stuff like that, you're gonna get the rebound.
So just in comparison, like the other popper build you have, you said you don't see a big difference between that 99 offensive rebound or 93. Can you talk about a little bit about why that is? Is it a positioning thing? Is it just a knack for knowing where the ball might go?
The popper build is 7'1", but you kind of have to make it 7'1" to get all the extra stuff you need for like rebounding and stuff like that, because it takes less points away from you having to put it in speed, because the 7'1" has 60 speed. This build has 67. It also has 79 vertical compared to 83. Those two attributes on physicals help so much with rebounding because you can beat people to the spot on like rebounds. You can run around them and get the box out and stuff like that, and then you have such a high vertical, you can just jump up and grab it anyways, so it's not really a big deal. And you still have the Hoff box out beast, so you're not going to get wormed or anything because you have a lower rebound.
So why did you go with the height of 7 feet exactly?
Well, being an inside center, you don't really have the luxury of like, shooting the ball off a pop or anything like that. So you kind of have to be fast on your slips. So you almost have a 70 speed on a 7-footer, which is extremely fast. When you set a screen and the center or the power forward has to step up, it gives you enough time to, roll down to the paint before they can get back. And it kind of gives you just a free dunk. So
just talk about your experience with testing different anchor levels and stuff like that, and what your strategy is with this one.
Yeah, okay. So I go with the lower block and interior because regardless, like I'm sure other people have even experienced this too. Like you can go up on shooting guards in the paint and sometimes they'll just, like with a layup obviously, sometimes they'll just contest you, get you a yellow contest in the paint, and you miss it anyways because interior defense and just paint defense in general on this game is overpowered. So just contesting in the paint, if you wall up in the paint on the other center, you're gonna get a contest and he's gonna miss it. The block rating is for sure low, like it has bronze anchor, but like I said, it's still good enough to get blocks because you have silver chase down, bronze anchor. The only difference between I've made one with silver, I've made one with gold. The only difference is you just get more block animations. You don't get better contest because of anchor or anything like that. So it doesn't really change much. That's why I just went with bronze.
It's an inside center, so it has a very high standing dunk, but it doesn't have any close shot. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that kind of goes with what I was saying with the interior defense, with just how paint is so OP and you can't ever really make layups. The first center build I made had like an 86 close shot, and I would still miss layups over guards and you know, they're small forwards and stuff like that. And it just didn't feel like rewarding to have it. So every build I kind of made after that just didn't have it at all.
As far as badges, I know you already talked about some of these badges that you went for, but what are some other thresholds that you try to reach on any of these categories?
96 standing dunk for sure for the precision dunker. Pass accuracy 92 for the half break starter. Touch passer, dimer, post playmaker, all that stuff we talked about. For rebounding, I think I went with 93 because it gives you half box out beast. That's what you're looking for. And 90 strength gives you gold brick wall, and it also helps with the box out beast.
If we look at animations, right, I think as far as animations goes, this build, we can talk about passing styles, but we can also talk about both driving and standing dunk animations. What are some of those animations that you go for this build?
For driving dunk animations, you get all of the pro contacts, which is what I was looking for with the high driving dunk. 96, you don't need 96 unless you're trying to get precision dunker, but we obviously want to get 90 for the elite and pro contact dunks. But obviously the more contact dunk packages you have is going to go hand in hand with this half precision dunker, because that also works on the driving dunks.
Awesome.
And it makes your meter just bigger in general.
Yeah, I think it definitely makes a difference from gold to Hall of Fame. And one thing is, so many people are going with lower interior defense builds. I think that can also help when you compare, you know, having such a high standing dunk as far as getting a better green window, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Really, what you want to look for when you're doing the contact dunks is what I kind of do is I just treat it like blinders. If they're on my side, that's really when I want to go up for the contact dunk.
Gotcha. I think that's a great tip, you know, guys. Just make sure you think about it from a blinders perspective when you're trying to shoot or grab someone. You know, you're trying to position the defender anywhere else that isn't in front of you. Same thing when you're trying to get those standing dunks. And then one more question for this build and for the strategy behind this build regarding that really high pass accuracy. Any tips you can give as far as hitting your guys once you get that rebound?
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, R1L1 was taken out of the game this year. I'm sure y'all do after playing for so long now. But there's another way to do it that no one really knows yet, I feel like still. If you get the rebound and you hold your pass button, which is either X or A, depending on what console you play on, it'll throw the ball to the furthest guy down the court.
And that is how you make the best inside center for NBA 2K24. This was One Red Mike and Big Rain for Pacers Gaming. We'll see you in the next one.